Hello students, I welcome you for today's session. Well students, in today's session we are going to be doing, as you can see the topic, that is descriptive paragraph, types of descriptive paragraphs, and I'm going to discuss the samples as well. Okay, so today's session is going to be divided into two videos. Okay, and both the videos are going to be based on descriptive paragraph. In the first video I'll be discussing two types of your descriptive paragraph. In the next video the next two. Okay, now students, before I start explaining, I hope let's do a quick recap. In the previous session we did your poem, that is House with the Grey Gate. So I hope you have completed your notes and also the activity that was there along with it. Okay, so in today's session, so let's start with your today's session. Now as you can see, the topic is descriptive paragraph. Now what is the meaning of what is descriptive paragraph? Basically, descriptive paragraph is a paragraph that is written to describe in detail about a person, place, thing, or an object. It is written on the basis of detailed observation about a topic. The purpose of writing a descriptive paragraph is that the readers are able to understand about the topic clearly. So students, as you can see, descriptive paragraph basically एक पैराग्राफ होता है जो आप लिखते हो 80 to 100 वर्ड्स में. वो डिस्क्रिप्टिव पैराग्राफ हो सकता है किसी इंसान के ऊपर, किसी जगह के बारे में, किसी ऑब्जेक्ट के बारे में, या किसी इवेंट के बारे में. ओके, सो बेसिकली हम डिस्क्रिप्टिव पैराग्राफ क्यों लिखते हैं? वी राइट इट just to pass on the information or to give a detailed information about any particular topic. Okay, so now moving on to types of descriptive paragraph. So descriptive paragraph, as I've mentioned above as well, there are descriptive paragraph is divided into four types. That is description of a person, place, thing or an object, and event. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the first type, that is description about a person. Now description about a person, it can be about any famous or a common person, expressing about their appearance, nature, goals or aims in life, etc. In order to write an effective description about any person, the following hints have to be used. Now students, all these notes, I'm going to click a picture and send you all these notes. I would like all of you to write down these notes in your writing copy. Okay, so I hope you all have maintained your writing copy, and we did a letter in the beginning, if you can remember. Okay, so yes, coming back to your description about a person, the points that we need to take care of is, these are the points you need to be very careful, you need to keep in your mind, because at times when you get the question for the descriptive paragraph, you might get the hints and there can be chances that you might not get the hints. So in case अगर आपको hints नहीं मिलते हैं but आपको ये points का पता है, you know about them, so it will be easy for you to complete your descriptive paragraph. So first we need to write the name, age and height of a person, relationship with the writer. So if I am going to write about a descriptive paragraph about any person, so I have to say how I know about that person. For example, if I am writing about any famous actor, let's take an example of Amitabh Bachchan. How do I know about Amitabh Bachchan? Yes, I'm a fan of his, or I know about him because he's an Indian superstar. Okay, that is what you need to write. Personal and family background, that we all know about film stars. Okay, education, training, professional skills, attitude, values and views about that person. एटीट्यूड का मतलब होता है कि क्या वो इंसान कैसा है, कॉन्फिडेंट है या थोड़ा सा शाय है, हैज़ अ पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड और अ नेगेटिव एटीट्यूड, यू नो, सोसाइटी के लिए वो क्या क्या कर रहे हैं. लुक्स एंड अपीयरेंस, इस चीज़ में आप ये सब मेंशन कर सकते हो. फेस, आइज़, लिप्स, टीथ, hair, short or curly, black or unkempt. Unkempt means not properly maintained. Clothes, what kind of clothes he or she prefers. Jeans, skirt, formal, casual or well tailored. Well tailored means stitched clothes but very well maintained. Height, build of the person, overweight, muscular, thin है या skinny है. Complexion कैसा है उस इंसान का, that is pale, dark, fair, etc. And then characteristics of personality and and character, like personal, professional, intellectual, moral qualities like trustworthy है, confident है, sincere है, patient है वो इंसान. Then occupation, what work he or she does. Opinion about others about him or her, means what is our opinion about Amitabh Bachchan in that way. Any achievements and honors or distinction that he has achieved, so we'll mention that as well. Okay, so now students, along with this I'm going to discuss a sample from your BBC worksheet. Okay, so I want you to keep your BBCs ready with you. Okay, so yes students, you can see I want you to open up your BBCs and go to module 2, writing section 1, that has notices, entries, diary entries and descriptive paragraphs. Okay, and here I would like you to turn over to page 80. Okay, so on page 80 we are going to do a sample descriptive paragraph, and that is about my mother. Okay, so let's see. Yes, so let's do an example of descriptive paragraph about my mother. So as you can see, my mother, let's see all those points are covered or not. My mother Diljit Kaur is 6 feet tall, gorgeous woman with long white face, dark brown eyes and a lean but strong build. She says she is 45 years old but looks much younger. Dad prefers to call her Dolly, a name that I use whenever I want to have a little fun teasing her. I get away with it most of the times, but criminals in our city are not so lucky, for she is the local superintendent of police. She has sent many a notorious criminal to jail for their crimes. Her sense of humor is as terrific as the food she cooks. Otherwise very loving and gentle, my mom transforms into a strict teacher in the evenings and makes me do my assignments. I am her movie and outing companion of the first choice. We have watched many movies together and been on number of excursions, camps and adventure activities. We love each other so much that we are called inseparables. So see students, the points that I've shown you, the hints, all those hints have been covered in this sample, as you can see. Okay, so now let's move on to the second description. The second description is now going to be about description about a place. Okay, so yes, now let's see why we write description about a place. This description can be about any famous place or a historical monument as well. So we write description about places is just to tell people about these places, whether they are common places or they can be famous places as well. This can also include about newly built place near our surrounding, for example parks, library, hospital, etc. Okay, so now let's move over to hints or the points जो हमने कवर करने हैं. Now first we will have to tell about name and type of a place, that is whether it is a city, we are talking about a building, we are talking about a park, hospital or a mall. Then what is the importance of that place? Importance of a place, इसमें यहाँ इसका मतलब ये होता है कि वो for example if I talk about the clock tower in Ludhiana, उसका importance क्या है कि वो historical monument है. Okay, so that is what you need to write. Then the next point is the shape, dimension, color, yeah, design, the material of that building, the material used. You can write all these things. Location and surrounding. Here we can talk about the famous I would say landmark around that place. Near, for example, is it near a park, is it near a stadium, it's on the top floor, अगर बड़ी building में है तो top floor में है, second floor में है, और अगर कोई famous जगह है उसके आसपास, it's front of the hospital, it's behind the hospital. So such points you can write. Then area and amenities, public transport. Amenities का मतलब होता है students 24 hours electricity available, 24 hours water supply available, shops are there, grocery shops are nearby. So these are all called amenities. Kind of building, roads and public places which are around that, surrounding that. Purpose and use of that place. Purpose and use of that place, yes, if it is a library, of course, the purpose is that yes, people visit there to read books. Then climate and atmosphere of that place, so we can talk about, yes, it's pollution free, it's whether it's cloudy or not, it is hot and humid, what kind of climate is there. Sights, sounds, smell, scenic beauty located in and around that place. So this is also something that we can mention. Okay, so these are few points that you need to cover when you write when you are writing about description about a place. So now I will again go back to your BBC, and on BBC now I would like you to further open up. I'll show you the worksheet. So we will also be doing reading one sample of description about a place. So here we have a description about a place, and this is your BBC worksheet 16, and it's page 86. Okay, now let's see how whether they have covered all those points or not. So this description about the place they have chosen is my tree house. If you think staying in one room long cabin would be rough, you should look at my tree house 20 feet up the mango tree in my courtyard. It has a huge room made of real rough-edged logs and smooth and shiny teak wood floor. Enjoy the enchanting means attractive view of the garden from its window. Then make yourself comfortable on the sofa made of logs, or hop onto the bunk bed made of willow wood and fall deep into sleep. So here we are talking about a tree house. When you get up, the food aromas from the log kitchen will make you crave for food. But before you eat from wooden utensils, you might like to take a shower in the wooden bath attached to the room. Even the little dining table set is set of logs. Everything about this tree house is natural and rustic. Rustic का मतलब होता है traditional है थोड़ा सा. Okay. What's more, it is in its unhurried and calm environment. So unhurried and calm environment means के yes, you can have your own peace over there. कोई आपको disturb नहीं कर रहा है, as it is on the tree. Okay, you have birds as your neighbors. A stay in this tree house is a sheer bliss. So it's a kind of a blessing. And yes, of course, birds visit there. So again, students, see, उन्होंने all those points which we have discussed are covered up in this in this particular example. So yes, students, I'm going to end the first video over here. We have covered two types. Now in the next video, I would like you to just quickly take a short break and come back. So in the second video, I am going to start with your third type, that is description about an object or a thing. Okay, so join me after a short break and be ready with your copies.